Irene has left the Bahamas. Big storm this, as you can see from the satellite picture from earlier on. It is something like 600 miles wide. Has weakened to a Category 2, and there are two main reasons why it's weakened. There's been some wind shear aloft, and it sort of cuts off the development or the growth of the storm itself. Plus, there's been some drier air entrained into the system, all tending to weaken it. But it is actually moving out over very warm waters now, 28, 29 degrees these sea surface temperatures are, which could give it more energy to grow over the next 24 to 36 hours.
It's moving there, that graphic. Just take us through where it is expected to actually go and how much do situations like this, hurricanes like this, actually waver, deviate? It's
actually shown quite a consistent path, and they tend to follow, if possible, these hurricanes, the path of least resistance, because once they go over land, they lose their energy supply and they tend to weaken. It could hit North Carolina possibly as a Category 3 hurricane tomorrow, so sustained winds of 115, 120 miles an hour. And then it runs along the coast, parallel to the coast, up towards New York and New England 24 hours later. So on Sunday, probably weakened just a bit, but still expecting it to be a hurricane. So you've got sustained winds 100 plus. You've also got a storm surge 10 feet above normal levels. You've got dangerous surf and 10 inches of rain. That's at its peak. And then as it continues to move northwards up over eastern parts of Canada, overland, it then weakens and becomes extratropical.
So that's a pretty toxic combination that you just took us
Absolutely.
through. I mean, how unusual is that?
It's what's unusual is that the last few years have been quite quiet in terms of landfall in the United States. The last time you had a hurricane making landfall on the East Coast was 2005. I think that was Hurricane Ike. So it's been quite a few years. And the last time a hurricane went all the way up towards the New York area was some 20 years ago. So that just gives you an idea of how strange maybe the last few years have been, or how unusual what we're seeing is.